Drew Barrymore really stepped in it. Oh, yes, she did. Drew Barrymore, beloved film and TV star, very well. I don't know anyone who doesn't like Drew Barrymore. She just posted a TikTok of herself frolicking in the rain. And a black identity activist got very, very upset by it.
You and I both know that you are capable of enjoying the rain and frolicking freely without filming it and then posting it to TikTok. Now, you've just co-signed, okay? You've just co-signed at least 3 million, 8.5 by 11 front and back, people who just go out of their way to disrespect and dismiss the boundaries that Black creators have set. And now you're one of those people. So I guess my question would be, why? Why is it so important to all of you to treat us like we don't matter?
Yeah, Drew. Yeah, Drew Barrymore. Why did you have to be so mean to Black people by frolicking in the rain? When I first saw this clip, I thought it had to be satire. Maybe it is, but I don't think it is. And the woman isn't making any argument. As I was trying, I've listened to it multiple times now. I don't hear any argument. I hear words that are being said in succession, but I don't see any of them forming a coherent English sentence. But she's got the tone of an argument. Be like saying, pineapple microphone, pineapple gibbity goobledy, gobbledy, glass, wood, up, down, green, purple, hammer. Right? I've got the tone and the inflection of an argument, but I'm just saying gibberish. That's what that woman is doing, because it's really representative, actually, of how the left is conducting politics, because they're not making arguments that refer to the real meaning of words, that use words in the correct way. That's what you hear when Karine Jean-Pierre calls everyone fascists, but can't point to any definition of fascism. That's what you see with political correctness when the libs just change the meaning of all the words, sometimes multiple times in a single sentence. Because it's not about any logical argument. It's all just about power. That video, what that comes down to is white people, bad. Black people, good. White people do what Black people tell white people to do. That's all that really means. If you can pretend that frolicking in the rain is a race issue, and that you have the right, because of your race, to tell someone else, because of her race, not to frolic in the rain, then all you're saying is, you as a result of your race need to be subservient to me as a result of my race. That's all that means. It's about power. And that's what all of this is about. You're seeing a similar argument from not just some kook on TikTok, but from some kook running for the United States Senate. The Democrat candidate for Senate, Wisconsin, Jesse Mandela Barnes, has just argued that national parks are, you guessed it, racist. Quote, "It's important to create more welcoming spaces because things haven't always felt welcome. And that's historical, just that perspective, given the fact that national parks weren't made for the enjoyment of people who weren't white. National parks are built on land that was indigenous. Things were bad. Things were terrible. The founding of this nation, awful," he says. But, we are here now, and we should commit ourselves to do everything we can to repair the harm, because it still exists, and it's colonization and slavery. So the claim he's making is right there in the middle. He says, the founding of this nation, awful. And the proof of this is that racism is everywhere. And you can't see it. It's in the parks? Okay. Where is it? Can you point to that in history? Can you point to that right now in the parks? Do they have a whites-only water fountain in the parks? No. But it's race. It's all bad. America's all bad. And then the language we use for bad is race. It's the worst. It's the worst thing you can possibly be called in America is racist. So everything has to be tied back to it. Even things that have absolutely nothing to do with race, like national parks and frolicking in the rain. But all that is about is power. And it's power aimed at a very specific target, namely the traditional American political order. The founding of this country, awful. And it's all awful. And the word we're going to give to what's awful about it is racism, even though a lot of these things have absolutely nothing to do with race. And that's our argument for why everything needs to be overturned, all the traditions overturned, and anyone who defends the traditional American order, anyone who waves an American flag, I guess at this point mostly just Republicans, they need to be exterminated. They need to be attacked in their homes. They need to be pushed back on in public. They need to be kept from exercising their free speech rights. They need to be kept from speaking in the public square and voting. They need to be ostracized. And sometimes we need a little violence to be inflicted on them. That is the argument from the libs right now. Right now, head on over to goodranchers.com/Knowles. Regardless of what Joe Biden wants to call a recession, Americans are worried. Food and gas prices are higher than I've ever seen in my lifetime. We're talking about 40-year high, really all-time highs, I guess. That's why I'm so very grateful for my favorite meat delivery service, Good Ranchers. Good Ranchers offers an inflation-proof subscription model that lets you lock in the price the day you subscribe. I'm not joking or exaggerating. Even with all the crazy inflation that we're seeing, you subscribe right now. You can always buy Good Ranchers, just a one-off box of meat. But if you subscribe, the price will never go up for the cost of your subscription. Also, you can pause your subscription for up to 90 days, cancel anytime you want, but you're not going to want to. Not only that, Good Ranchers is also currently running a back-to-school give-back program with the goal of donating 100,000 high-quality meals to children in need. To help them, I'm offering 10 lucky listeners the chance to win 30 minutes with me via Zoom on September 30th. We're calling it a meet and greet. Do you get it? You can ask me anything on the call. It'll be a lot of fun. Head on over to goodranchers.com/Knowles. Use code Knowles at checkout. You get $30 off plus free shipping. Subscribe to lock in your price. Recession-proof your meals for life. Be automatically entered to win 30 minutes of all access with me on September 30th. That offer ends August 31st. Goodranchers.com/Knowles. Use code Knowles at checkout. I'm so glad you liked that clip. Now, you got to subscribe. I appreciate it. I'm glad we hit 1 million subscribers. I want to hit 1 quadrillion. Ring that bell, get the notifications. We'll see you next time.